What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ant back with you guys with another video. So I decided to come on here to talk to you guys about the events that transpired last night on SmackDown Night 1 of the WWE Draft. And I just want to say, if you're new here to my channel, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification for once I do these type of videos, and we're going to get into it. I did get a chance to watch SmackDown last night and the Night 1 of the WWE Draft, and it was a okay show. And what I didn't understand is that Roman is at SmackDown, so the championships that he has, they're going to stay on SmackDown. But what I really don't understand is that Roman's staying on SmackDown, right? But why is Cody going to Raw? Like, if you've seen my video, my talk about the new championship, go ahead and check that out. But Cody should have finished the story at WrestleMania, which would be dethroning Roman, ending his reign as the champion. But him going to Raw, like, it didn't make any sense. Like, if Cody wanted to finish his story, like, if he wanted to finish his story, like, him winning the new World Heavyweight Championship, it's not going to be worth it. But let's see how it goes from there. And the only way that Cody should finish his storyline, in my opinion, is that he should have been drafted to SmackDown so that he could finish the story and end the feud with Roman and end his reign as champion. But the draft overall, it was a really okay. We got a few NXT call-ups and all. But here's the thing I wanted to talk about was the WrestleMania main event rematch. So there was a backstage segment between the whole bloodline, Jimmy, Jay, Solo, and Paul. The Usos were talking about reclaiming the Undisputed Tag Team Championships and dedicating that win to the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. But Paul was giving them motivation, but I don't know if you guys peeped it. He gave Solo the Scotch tape to tape his own arms. And I really thought that Solo was going to turn on his brothers, the Usos. Then it was like, that's when like the whole thing started to fall into place, because the Usos, they were on high water, because if they didn't win, they were no longer going to be part of the bloodline. So I did get to check the match between KO and Sammy versus the Usos, the rematch from WrestleMania Night 1. And then during the match, Paul received a call from Roman telling Solo to go into the ring and help the Usos reclaim the championships. But as soon as Solo went out there, he got attacked by Matt Riddle, so making sure that the Usos did not win. And because of the Usos didn't win the match, they were not going to come back to the island of relevancy. And it was even funny, Jimmy called the shot that they were going to win back the championships, and he was the one that got pinned to lose the match by Sammy. And then after the show went off, Jay got that look in his face, knowing that he's going to suffer the consequences. Even though he's not going to suffer it because he didn't get pinned in the match, but I think Jimmy is going to be the one who suffer the consequences of it. And most likely, Jay is going to be the one to leave the bloodline. That's going to start like the crumbling of the bloodline start. So, but what really I don't understand is that Cody got drafted to Raw and Roman stays on SmackDown. But what I really don't get is that who's going to be the one to dethrone Roman? And because don't get me wrong, Roman is at almost 1,000 days reigning as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. But having new superstars coming in, who's going to dethrone him? So I did see some people see certain superstars from Raw get drafted to SmackDown, like Bobby Lashley, the OC, who else? Damn. But you all get the idea, cause it would make a lot more sense if Cody got drafted to SmackDown and mostly finished his story, and that is dethroning Roman and ending his reign as champion. And that's when the whole dissolution of the bloodline ends. But now that Roman is the Undisputed Universal Champion, that those titles are going to stay on SmackDown, and the new World Heavyweight Championship is going to stay on Raw, which I knew for a fact they were going to call it. But I think next week that because I know the draft continues on Raw this coming Monday, which is night 2, and I think it's Backlash weekend, and next Friday on SmackDown is going to be in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And I think after Backlash and the draft is over, and I think they're going to start coming up with ideas about the tournament-wise for the New World Heavyweight Championship, building up to the next Saudi Arabia event called Night of Champions. So, but overall, it was a really good, decent show. The match between Sami and Kevin versus the Usos, the rematch, it was a really okay show, because I really wanted Sami and Kevin to win, because don't get me wrong, the 6-man tag between the Bloodline versus Sami, Kevin, and Riddle, it's still on for Backlash, but I really want to figure out how is Roman going to react now, since the Usos didn't get the job done last night, knowing that the Usos are not going to be a part of the Bloodline. And I think, in my opinion of night 2 coming this Monday on Raw, that the Usos are going to get drafted to Raw, and wherever Sami and Kevin end up, I think the Undisputed Tag Team Championships should get split up, and they could crown new tag team championships on this respective brands. But to me personally, it was a really good show, and I'm really looking forward to see what transpires this coming Monday night on Raw with night 2 of the WWE draft. And comment down. I have a question for y'all. What do you guys think of night 1 of the WWE draft? So comment down below to see what you guys think of it. I will do a video on Tuesday of my thoughts on the WWE draft night 2, and I will check on the show this coming Monday on Raw. So appreciate all the time and support. Road to 1K. I love you guys. Peace.